Hey, I'm going to keep this brief, although there's a temptation to do otherwise maybe. But today's Sunday, and 2 more days is the election. I think nearly all of us know what's at stake, and people say, oh, the future of the country is at stake, and that might be true. But what's at stake is the next 4 years, and in terms of certain problems we have with, yes, the border, and yes, what our military is going to be asked to do and what we're going to pay for that. But the environment is the most important thing to me right now, because you can't undo it. There's no device, Elon Musk comes up with ideas which are apparently great ideas. People love their Teslas, but Elon Musk comes up with ideas, but none of them that I know of are going to solve our environmental problem. Sea rise, air pollution, water pollution, plastics pollution, all those things. Maybe the Musks of the world could turn their attention toward solving those problems on a grand scale. That would be great. But in the next 4 years, who's president is going to be critical in terms of environmental protection. One candidate, I don't think, has the bona fides, doesn't have the passion, doesn't have the belief to do what's necessary. And the other candidate, I think, although they might not dot every I and cross every T in terms of that environmental protection, they're far better than their opponent. One candidate wants to put the military on the streets to quash rebellion and quash free speech. The other candidate would be a history-making statement. Not that we vote for somebody for that reason alone, but would be a history-making statement about how progressive this country really is and how they're willing to go to every length necessary to help this country. Unification, that's important. Affordability for people, rent, food, gas, all those things. All that stuff is important. But one person running is in the pocket of the oil companies, which is a terrible place for the president to be with all the problems we're facing. And the other person is willing to stand up to the oil companies to some extent and solve this problem. Campaign finance reform is the linchpin of every domestic problem we have. And energy policy is the linchpin of every global problem we have. Everything we do, I take that back, not everything, but many of the things we do, and certainly among the most costly things we do, are to get oil for corporations to profit from. And they say, oh, this is the lifeblood of our economy, and gas and fuel and driving and trucks and airplanes. That may be true. That may be true. But there's got to be some compromise in terms of, what we spend our money on. We're in debt. We're at record levels of debt. The country's in trouble financially. We have, these are all old terms that speak to my age, but we have a lot of saber rattling, as they used to call it when I was in college, between the Russians and Ukraine and the Chinese and Taiwan and Israel. God, Israel. What's going on there is just inconceivable. Anyway, the day after tomorrow is election day. I think everybody knows what to do. I'm not awake yet. Knows what to do. Vote.